Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. So, tech giant Microsoft is set to close West Africa Operations Center in Nigeria and 200 jobs at risk. One of the biggest American multinational companies is considering the closure of its African Development Center in Lagos. So, it was learned that the affected officials who will lose their jobs will receive payment until June and will be covered by health insurance. While the precise motives behind the decision remains ambiguous, sources suggest Nigerian challenging economic condition may have played a role in arriving at the decision. By the way, their East African facility in Kenya remains untouched. So I read something while checking. So Microsoft, while they are leaving Nigeria, is investing billions of dollars in Southeast Asia, specifically Kuala Lumpur, which is Malaysia. They announced that they will invest $2.2 billion in the next 4 years to support Malaysia digital transformation. Now, let me even ask a simple question. IT is the future, you understand? AI and all those things. Why has Nigerian government not made a course compulsory like what do they call it, coding IT from primary level to university level? Why are we still living in a backward society? I also wonder, why don't you have these days now, why don't you have digital libraries all over the country? The state governors are not doing anything, the federal is not doing anything, the country is just living like it's stone age. Sometimes I consider Nigeria to be a primitive country. The other day, let me tell you of some barbaric traditions that goes on in that Nigeria. You have traditions like Osu, which is discriminatory. In that same Nigeria, you have a tradition where masquerade will be flogging people. Masquerade is not supposed to be for fun for people to watch. Why should masquerade be flogging people? In Enugu, I saw a masquerade flogging a girl. I heard the girl is in hospital. All those barbaric aspects of tradition will be banned. Or in Lagos, where the traditional ruler was sending a letter to the nurses that they should not come, female nurses, I think, that they should not come to work, that they are doing one, whether it's a Sese festival. How can you move forward with all those traditions in this modern world? Who told you all these Asians they don't have barbaric traditions too? They used to have, but most of them eliminated it. You understand? Tradition is good. Masquerade, celebrating of your king is good. But those ones that impede development needs to be banned. We are living in a modern society, or is there anybody that wants to live in a mud house? Will anybody prefer to live in a mud house than skyscraper? Well, there are some people that would, but most people will prefer a skyscraper that is well furnished than to live in a mud house. So these are just some of the things. Why are they going to Malaysia? I'm sure Malaysia is investing in the IT from primary level. What is Nigeria doing? And by the way, look at Tinubu's economic policy. It's strangulating businesses. It's strangulating everything. By the time the Tinubu finish, there will be no job. Look at the issue of landmark creating jobs. You went to demolish it. Instead, I wanted to talk about something. Any country, Nigeria is not a stable country, and you will know how. I was watching a video of a South African business, small business that has been there since 1964. How many Nigerian small-scale businesses can boast of that? How many? It's either if the economic policies is not killing you, the government policies are killing you, or the what do they call it, or your staffs are stealing from you. So the country is not just stable in anything. Corruption, government changing their mind like day and night is part of it. I watched another one in Senegal. The woman said the business is from her great grandmother. If it was in Nigeria, one person of power will have interest in that business and say, I want to own this business or something, or they will go and demolish it. They will tell you don't have CFO. There's a lot of criminalities. A country that's supposed to be protecting businesses. The country don't tire me. If you never tire you, now you know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. God, Microsoft is not stating why they're leaving. What do you think is making them to flee?